like we see in the US. No, it's not. It's the hospital bed. Okay? So we only want to be healthy. So a unique masterpiece, the perfect union, is actually the solution to this. So we see here in our slides, death sentence without committing any crime. So what does this mean, especially in these times, in times of the pandemic? So even without going out from our homes, we are still actually in danger. So there are a lot of lockdowns, especially for our frontliners. You go out, you need to strengthen your immune system. And with us staying at home, being locked down, we also need to protect ourselves. Because why? Because the top 10 killers are heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, lung cancer, and so on. And that is on top of the pandemic. So why is this happening? It could be the aging population, yes, because we can only grow old through time. We do not get any younger. It could also be the wrong diet. Oh my goodness. When I went to the US from December to January before the pandemic, so that's December of 2019 to January, I ate so much that from 65 kilograms, I went up to, I think, 75 to 80. So can you see, can you imagine the wrong diet? Because I could not find all these foods, all these delicacies in the Philippines. So here I am trying to explore. And yes, I drank a lot, and beer is like nothing in the US. You can drink from morning, noon, and night, and it will be okay. It's available everywhere. But here in the Philippines, especially in Davao, even before the pandemic, we already have, what do you call this? Lockdowns in place. So I mean, there's always liquor bans in place. So the wrong diet is always there. And then the inevitable stress. I'm sure this will be funny, especially for those who are speaking the Filipino language. Do you know Judith and Bill? So these are our best friends. These are always in our lives. So what do we mean by Judith and Bill? Judith is the Filipino of due date. And then bill is, of course, our electric bills, our water bills, and so on. So these are inevitable stresses. We cannot avoid this, ladies and gentlemen. And this adds up to our health. And of course, there's the pollution, especially during these days. Not only let's step back and think not only of the pandemic but also the already existing pollution. What are these? These are radiation, these are smoke pollution, air pollution, carbon monoxide that's being emitted by all the cars. So all of this are, even before, has already been deadly illnesses and has reached a bottleneck crisis in today's medical science. Our hospitals are full, our facilities are full, our diagnostic centers are full. So it has created this bottleneck crisis. So what is the solution to this? Okay, so there is a recent medical breakthrough, but actually I'm going to ask everyone in Reway to change the recent medical science breakthrough, although our slides are all in uniform. So what do we mean by that? Why did I say this? Because even from the dawn of time, the moment that the sperm and the egg cell, when we are conceived as people, the stem cell is already produced. So it's not really the discovery, but it's only now that they were discovering the term stem cell. But the existence of stem cell has been long before us. So God is so great, God is so good that we are created, that when the sperm and the ovum, they join together, they get fertilized, the stem cell is being formed, and then it duplicates, it forms into the blastocyst, and then it develops into more than 300 kinds of stem cells. So these stem cells form into the liver stem cells, our organ stem cells, our kidney stem cells, intestinal stem cells, and eventually forms the entire person, the baby. So it is the most basic form of living things. and it has unlimited possibilities in medical treatment. And as I've said a while ago, it has miraculous abilities. So what is this miracle of stem cells? So you can see here, even with Time magazine, that they featured stem cells. I think we even have the former President Barack Obama stating his support for the development of stem cells, because it's true. Stem cells has helped a lot of people. And you can see here that AIDS patients being cured with stem cell therapy. And then what I love most is the one in the middle. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but there's stated there, it's in Chinese actually, but it means that 100-year-old man is in a 50-year-old body. Can you imagine being at a certain age, thinking that you are at the last parts of your life, and yet your body feels like at its prime? So 100 years old at a 50-year-old body. So that is an unstoppable medical trend. So what are the common methods of receiving stem cells? Of course, the most common is, of course, placental injections in Switzerland. So if you can afford it, well, good for you. But I'm telling you, this is not accessible to all of us layman. It is very expensive and very time consuming. You would need to spend at least 2 weeks. And not only you would need to spend thousands of dollars, therefore it's millions of pesos in order to afford the placental injections in Switzerland. And then next is we have the stem cell transplant. So because you're going to undergo surgery with stem cell transplant, it is of course painful because it is invasive. And then another common method is of course cord blood banking. Cord blood banking is also very common in the US, and here in the Philippines, it's already starting to be very common. I think it started 6 to 7 years ago, and we used to what the medical people do, or your OB-GYN will do, is once the woman has given birth, so the baby is out, the cord is cut, while the placenta is inside the uterus, cord blood will be collected. So what's the thing about this is that there could be a missed time opportunity, and also because the storage is again very expensive because you have to store it outside the country. Okay, and usually because the child will not be needing it for another 18 years, and the storage is about 18 years, can you imagine paying millions of pesos or thousands of dollars every year until your child is 18 just so you could use the cord blood? Okay, so next, oh my God, so common here in Asia. I don't know about the US about this, but oh yeah, I think it's so common too. Because I remember I was in Tampa, Florida, and it's because there are a lot of I had a lot of retiree friends there. They were inviting me to get lip injections. Okay, there were a lot of invites telling me that we will get lip injections here from Dubai, from whatever. So, but the person that he was doing that is not even a medical professional. So can you imagine if they claim that they are going to inject to you stem cells in order for you to get better? So they are not even medical professionals. They are not licensed. So how safe is this? So it's non-professional, and there are a lot of safety concerns. Now, this is my favorite. I'm looking at the gallery view. Feel free to participate. I'll appreciate you very much. No problem. Or if you want, on the chat box. Who here can honestly say that they are practicing healthy living? What I mean is that all around, they are not smoking, they are not drinking, they are eating right, like 2 vegetable meals a day. They're eating less meat, so very, very healthy. So anyone out there, they exercise, they do everything. So do I get anyone from the chat room? Any hello? Oh goodness. So a lot of you are not practicing any healthy lifestyle? Now is your chance. Okay. So I don't see any hands up, and I don't see any. Okay, I see people from the chat room. So I can't, it's so hard. I understand. That's why that pala, no, I should have asked who here is smoking, who here is drinking, and who here eats a lot. So maybe I would have gotten a lot of participation. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that it's so hard to be consistent and be effective in practicing healthy lifestyle. Okay. And then sometimes even the more we practice, the more that sickness comes. I can honestly say that my diabetic mom, except for the eating, I think, she has not smoked. Even my parents, they do not smoke, they do not drink. They try to practice as to be as healthy as possible, and yet they have the three highs: the high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high blood cholesterol. So sometimes we cannot avoid it, no? So it's still there. Sometimes it's not that effective, and how persistent or how consistent can you be? And the last is the adult stem cell banking. So this is very common already here in the Philippines. It's being practiced all over Asia, all over the world, the UK, the US, and Australia. So adult stem cell banking is autologous, meaning they get your stem cells from your cells and then they re-inject it back to you. So how effective can it be? Since if you are around your 70s, your 80s, and your 90s, and that is the time that you will do your procedure. So how effective is that with you, especially you are at your peak of your age already? So is there any convenient, effective, and affordable way that is accessible to all of us? So yes, there is, and it is made possible by these technologies. So first is the freeze drying technology, is that the live cells can be produced and maintained bioactive, meaning effective and alive for 3 to 4 years, so that for us to consume. And next we have our Purtier placenta nitrogen filled technology, which means that the nitrogen prevents oxidation. So remember when we open an apple, when we open the apple, it turns dark. Why? It oxidizes, it ages, right? So actually, that's same with our skin. Because we are exposed naturally to oxidation, that's why we need antioxidants. Our skin, our system ages naturally. So because of this nitrogen-filled technology, that aging is somehow hindered in our product. So next is enteric coated technology. So a lot of people would say, oh no, it's oral stem cells. It will be destroyed by our gastric juices. On the contrary, because of the enteric coating technology, so it is not being destroyed in our gastric juices, in our kidneys, but rather in our intestine, where 80 to 90% absorption rate is higher. So it's higher by 80 to 90% because of our microvilli. So because there are finger-like structures inside our intestine, it is being able to absorb easily within our intestine. So that is the enteric coated technology. And we have the emulsification technology, which means that these molecules are just right for our body to absorb. So that's the layman explanation. And last is the biosoft gel technology, which means that the ingredients dissolve rapidly in the small intestine, and that it is being boosted by the biosoft gel. What that means is that the capsule itself can be easily absorbed. Okay, so we do not fear anymore those fake capsules that we hear sometimes in the market that forms blockages in our stomach, because even with our biosoft gel technology, even the capsule will easily be absorbed and is compatible with our absorption in our body. So why is it that we are using deer placenta? So a lot of people would ask that a lot, and the simple answer, ladies and gentlemen, is that the deer is also a lot biologically 80 to 90% compatible with our body. And even in ancient times with Chinese medicine, they consider this as a divine beast. Why? Because the tail, the sinew, the heart, all parts of the deer has used for medical purposes. So inside our slide, you can see that it can detox out of toxins. So there's also says here that it allows healing, especially in uterine bleeding, in other forms of bleeding. So it allows healing also. So that's why it's called the divine beast, and that is why we are using it. But rest assured that none of these deers are being killed in the acquisition of the placental extract. So in fact, we want them to give birth in order for them to have placenta. So we're actually multiplying deers. So maybe that's our main business now, deer propagation. Okay, so but that is where our deer comes from. So why is it there is a need for us? So there's a lot of whys right now. A need for us to take health supplements, especially in these trying times. There is a lot of reasons. So for me, I'll just cite a few examples because I want to keep this brief and short, and I want this to be very memorable for you. So a lot of us would be taking supplements because we want to prevent illness. Especially in these times, we want to protect ourselves. We want to increase our immune system, and that is prevention. That could be our reason. Next, we want to lower our three highs. We have existing illnesses like high blood cholesterol, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and we want to lower this. And therefore, we want to repair ourselves so that we can recover. So these are very primary reasons. And we want to detoxify to allow our body to repair and recover. We want to protect ourselves. So these are reasons. But what I love about this product the most and what I can relate to the most is the regeneration. So can you imagine, maybe in our future meetings, I can show you the photo because I did not prepare it right now. So can you imagine, they said that once you're undergoing dialysis, your skin will darken. They said that once you're undergoing dialysis is that your skin will become older and that your collagen is being destroyed by all the sugar and that it takes a lot of energy away from your body. But I tell you, when you see my mom who has recovered from this, she has recovered from her dialysis, and now she is only, before she is taking insulin 20 to 30 units 3 times a day. Now she is only taking as needed 5 units in the morning. And I tell you, she does not look like she had undergone any major illnesses. So why? Why is this happening? Because with Purtier placenta, there is regeneration. There is regeneration, ladies and gentlemen, meaning our body naturally produces wonderful new young cells again. And that is what is special about Purtier placenta. Going back again to personal experiences, I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that everyone here who has taken Purtier placenta will show you their before picture and their after picture, and the changes are phenomenal. So you would see the improvements, the lack of wrinkles, even the improvements in their neck, because that is where our wrinkles form, the improvements in their eyes, the improvements in their laugh lines, even as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you, it does work. And another proof of the regeneration that sometimes we laugh about with our leaders, Sir Raymond and also Mom Teresa. We would laugh about it. Why? Because we could see that there's improvement in the rise of our breast, in the rise of our armpits. You could see that the skin has naturally lifted itself, and there is no need for any form of plastic surgery. And that is how you physically see the benefits of Purtier placenta. So it fulfills all of our needs. Now, what's wonderful about the company and the product is that the company has done nothing over the past 13 to 14 years but develop the product. So from the first edition, second edition, and to the sixth edition that we are now enjoying, a lot of improvements have already been made. And these are the improvements. Number one, on our sixth edition, is that the stem cells has been increased. So isn't that a great news? Now, the deer placenta has increased from 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams. Next is also the enhanced marine collagen nanopeptides. That is so beautiful. Did you know? I'll a little bit focus on diabetes because it's what I know, because it's my personal experience with my family. Did you know that the sugar destroys the collagen on your face? It destroys the collagen on your skin. That's why there is sagging of the skin. It's because you're taking too much sugar in your body. So what do you need to do? You need to replenish that collagen. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have just the right collagen for you because there's enhanced marine collagen to nano-sized peptides, meaning easily absorbed, up to 100 milligrams present in our Purtier placenta. And next, we also have apple polyphenol. One apple polyphenol, the recommended dietary allowance of apple polyphenol is 20 milligrams. I don't know who are medical people here, but I'm not saying your doctor lied, but I'm just saying they did not tell you the complete truth. They said, or maybe the expression said, that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Oh, that is so incomplete because it takes 100 apples to produce the recommended dietary allowance of 20 milligrams. So who here can eat 100 apples? I don't think anyone here, right? So next is we have fucoidan extract. So for those of you who have been to Japan and you have seen these Japanese people, wonderful skin, beautiful skin, and very long longevity. If you would read the book Ikigai, it says there that part also of their lifestyle is also, of course, the diet. And why? Because it's high in fucoidan. So they have increased lifespans, they have long lifespans. It's because they also have fucoidan, which is a world-recognized health supplement that causes cancer cells to apoptosis, meaning it causes cancer cells to self-suicide or to suicide. So that's 50 milligrams in our Purtier placenta. So how wonderful is that? And aside from that, we have all of these. So Sir Raymond would always say that the most popular coffee is 3-in-1. And here we are with the greatest health supplement in the world because we have 12-in-1. So I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, share this 12-in-1 and let's make it as popular as the 3-in-1 coffee because I tell you, this is so much healthier and this will benefit a lot of people. So what I didn't explain a while ago, I told you a while ago that we would always laugh about our skin, the improvements in our health, the improvements in our physical being. But this is I think, the most wonderful improvement of them all. So a lot of people, I'll tell you a secret, who've been taking Purtier placenta, for the men, they've been saying that they've been having standing ovations in the morning. For those that have not experienced their standing ovation in the morning, wink, wink, so has been experiencing because of Purtier placenta. So a lot of our men, because of diet that I have mentioned a while ago, I'll go right through it, is experiencing erectile dysfunction. But because of Purtier placenta, this has somehow been corrected. So now, what about the women? Okay, so what about the women, ladies and gentlemen? What do we have? What benefits do we have? Of course, because we have the evening primrose oil, there's also been developments and improvements in our sexuality. And I do not just mean, people will say, Kensha, I don't want to give birth anymore. Kensha, I have no problems with my fertility, but that is not the only things that has been affected by our reproductive organs. Sometimes it is our skin. Why? It is also our hormones. It is also our mood. It is also our peace of mind, our aura. All of this is affected by our hormones, and all of this has been blessed, or all of this has been given a chance to flourish because of Purtier placenta. Okay, so that is because of the evening primrose oil. And of course, there is also here, we have the squalene, the avocado oil, the lycopene, aloe vera, and these are all wonderful benefits. So everything that you see on the top is actually for our detoxification, protection, repair, and renewal of our body, while everything you see in the bottom reverses the aging process. And that is a great emphasis. As you grow older, your body, your feelings become younger. And I tell you, it's because of this wonderful product. So, it is the one and only exclusive health supplement. We would always say that it is the Rolls Royce of every supplement all over the world. And that is why it is number one, not only in Asia, but all over the world. And before, it is only consumed by a number of people, but now it is accessible to everyone. And this is the right platform in order to share and in order to try the Purtier placenta. So before let me end this with a wonderful video that will summarize everything that I have just talked about. So thank you very much for this opportunity, everyone. And I hope to see you again next week. And I hope to see you with your bright, beautiful, young faces because you're already trying out Purtier placenta. So here goes the video.
Tracing back in time, exploring the future, a decade's experience.
Kensha, there's no sound.
Your hands. Perfect racing back in time, exploring the future, a decade's experience and technology, unleashing its highest potential, exuding perfection, breaking conventions based upon excellence, creating success and legends time and again. This is our commitment to you. Premium quality in the palm of your hands. Perfect healthcare right within your grasp. Purtier Placenta 6th edition. Be the master of your perfect life. Refined through unlimited trials, creating the perfect combination of healthcare and technology, seeking new breakthroughs, soaring to new heights. This is our mission and responsibility. Freeze-drying technology can be preserved and maintained bioactive for 3 to 4 years. Nitrogen-filled technology prevents oxidation, which will make placenta live cells rancid. Enteric-coated technology withstands stomach acid, designed to dissolve in the small intestines, greatly increasing absorption efficiency. Emulsification technology allows larger molecules to be absorbed by the bio-chylomicron pathway. Bio-soft gel technology ensures that the effective ingredients dissolve rapidly in the small intestine, boosting the absorption rate of the bioactive nutrients. Every ingredient meticulously paired, specially selected to give you only the best for your health. Gathering, refining, transforming, cultivating. Your satisfaction is our determination. Dear Placenta, increased to 100:1 concentration in the 6th edition. An increase in concentration giving you an extraordinary healthy life. At the forefront of cutting-edge technology, backed by extensive research and development. Marine collagen peptides, 10 times better absorption. Through repeated trials in pursuit of the precise golden proportion, a unique masterpiece, the perfect union. Apple polyphenol, extracting the essence from 100 apples, anytime, anywhere. A nutritional powerhouse. Exceeding medical science's mission, experience the most premium care. Fucoidan, inhibiting damaged cells, regenerating the body's vitality. An innovative breakthrough in evolution, a revolution in health science. Nucleoclavan, unlocking the secrets of the body, rigorously maintaining, guaranteeing the most optimal condition for your health. Harnessing performance-proven ingredients, combining advanced technology. PURTIER6 edition, elevating us to a whole new level of healthcare. One capsule, defining a new era. Your trust boosted our faith and gave us courage. Giving you the best as always, double the care, transcending the passage of time.
Okay, can we have a round of applause for our Purtier placenta? Oh.
Tracing back in time, exploring the future, a decade's experience.
Let me stop that video. I don't know why it played. Okay. No, can you hear me? Oh no, I think I'm having some technical difficulties. Hello. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. I think I stopped screen sharing. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone. So I'm glad for those of you who are sending me kind words in the chat room. Thank you so much. So to formally end our presentation this morning, I'd like to turn you over to a very special friend. So you've met her earlier, but I just want to give her the most beautiful and proper introduction. You know why? Because just last night, it was the 18th birthday of her daughter. So it was a debut that was held just last night, and I attended it. And you know how I felt about this person, seeing her, looking at her family. Imagine this woman has 5 kids. Number one, that is shocking because taking Purtier placenta, she does not look like she has 5 kids. So I think that is the most amazing introduction of all. But what I really want to tell you is that I am amazed at her grit, and I am amazed at her passion. Looking at her taking care of her debutant daughter, especially in these trying times, trying to give her debutant daughter the best possible birthday that she could have despite the pandemic was so wonderful to see. And I saw her single-handedly, ladies and gentlemen, put this party together, invite a bunch of people while still following protocol, and give her wonderful daughter the best debut ever. I think she made a fantastic job as a mother. So she is actually a corporate events coordinator. She's a beautiful, very God-loving person. And most of all, she is my friend. So let me get back to you and introduce you to Miss Romelyn Latonio. Okay.
Hi. Sorry for all the difficulties that we're experiencing right now. There it is. Okay. We have been overlapping our slides. Thank you so much, Kensha. Wow. Let me just put this to a stop. Ladies and gentlemen, there. Okay, I'm back. Thank you so much.